All right, sir, if you'll go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody what we're here for.
Lieutenant Matt Suyderhoud, Blue Angel number 2. We are here for an air show at Barksdale Air Force Base.
And the air show's coming up this weekend. How long have you been flying Blue Angels?
I've been flying with the Blue Angels since September. I've been flying for the Navy for about 11 years, flying overall since I was about 16, so about 16 years.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm so jealous. I can't even tell you, man. I can't even tell you. I understand that these planes that you get to fly here are not necessarily the newest in the fleet.
That's correct. My jet 163106 is the Buno number for her, and her name is Holly. She's a beaut. She's 29 years old, so just
29 years old, really?
Younger than me.
That's awesome.
About 3 years younger than me, but yeah, she's a fantastic jet. Our maintainers do a fantastic job of keeping these jets up, and they work around the clock to keep these things up and ready for us to go.
What kind of flight hours does she have on her?
Wow, I think she has around 8,000.
Oh, is that all?
Well, they're hard.
They're hard hours, I know. I just thought after 29 years, I would have thought it would have been more than that, but still.
They're not highway miles.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's road hard and put up wet miles,
exactly,
absolutely. Yeah. So, gosh, I don't know, tell us about what it's like to be a Blue Angel pilot.
It's a blessing. You know, we get to travel all over the country and really deliver the message of the Navy Marine Corps and kind of inspire that culture of excellence through the teamwork that we have on this team. And it really shows in my mind what a group of committed individuals committed to a common cause and to a single team can achieve. And that it's an absolute blessing to be able to do that, and seeing the joy on little kids' faces when we go to the crowd line after the show, and how much they had fun. And even if you think you had a bad flight or a flight that just wasn't that great, you go down to that crowd line and that little kid.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know. They just thought it was. They thought it was the coolest thing they ever saw.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's really awesome, and I can't imagine doing anything else right now. Just having so much fun.
We're still at the beginning of the season, are we not? I mean, didn't we just get underway?
We got underway March 14th.
Okay, so yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Still pretty new.
All right. So how many shows are you going to shoot this year?
We have, I think, 35 different cities, and usually about 2 shows each city, so right around 70 shows. It's going to be a lot of traveling. We're on the road for about 300 days out of the year, if not a little bit more. Our winter training is out in El Centro, and that's for 2.5 months starting in early January, so it is a lot of traveling, it's a lot of training. But it's a fantastic opportunity, and really we get to see the country, which is an awesome opportunity. So.
We were on a war footing there for quite some time, and still kind of are. When did the Blue Angels get reactivated? Wasn't that just like last couple of years?
It was last year that we got reinstated, and the sequestration hurt the Blues more in the sense that we weren't out there, we weren't doing our mission, which is reaching out to the public and demonstrating what the Navy Marine Corps team can do. But getting that turned back on after the Congress reached a deal, and just being able to go out there and meet the public again and show what our military can do is really great. It's a blessing to be back out here again.
Is this considered probably one of the best recruiting tools there is?
I think that we've been told we are a great recruiting tool, and that's in part our mission, but really our mission is to go out there and inspire that culture of excellence and really show people what you can do when you put your mind to it, and with a lot of hard work and teamwork.
I think part of the beauty of the whole Blue Angels concept is the precision, everything, not just the flying, but just in your presentation, out on the flight line, your crew, when they're taking care of you and all of that stuff. The hours of training that goes into this, tell me about that.
We have, just from the flying perspective, we have over 130 training sorties before we even do our first air show. And that includes starting from the basics where we're just walking down, doing the march before we get into the jets, practicing starting up with the synchronized canopies, and our maintainers do very similar, very rigorous training evolutions before we even put on our first show. So it is there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happens before our first air show, before we give that polished product to the public.
And how do you say your last name again?
Suyderhoud.
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 Suyderhoud, okay. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Matt Suyderhoud. We
Sir.
appreciate it very much.
Glad to be here.